So I have been literally meaning to film this video for the longest time. I wanted to give you guys my top 10 books that are my most favorite books I've ever read. And we've read a lot of books. Jake's read like 20 times more books than I have, but I've read a lot of books. So these are my top 10 must-reads when it comes to personal growth, spiritual growth, you know, financial freedom. And I wanted to give you all of my little tips, all of my little tools, all of the books that I've read that have really expanded my awareness to create a more positive life. I didn't bring any of these books with me to Hawaii. I brought a few, but we'll pop up on the screen with what the cover looks like so you'll get an example of that. I'll also make a list below so you won't miss any of the titles that I'm about to share with you. First and foremost, number one is going to be the 4 Agreements. And the 4 Agreements, as many of you know, it's one I refer back to a lot. It's really amazing and incredible when you're navigating the beginning stages of your spiritual growth and personal development journey. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend picking it up, the 4 Agreements. Number 2 is The Power of Now. The Power of Now, I highly recommend listening to it on audiobook. That's the way I've listened to it. I've also read it 2 times. It's an amazing game changer to really acknowledge the power of the present moment amidst all of the other amazing content that's within that book. If you haven't read The Power of Now, pick it up. You will not regret it. Number 3 is The Alchemist. I freaking love The Alchemist. Most people have read that if they're into personal development. It is amazing because it's a story. So not only are you getting tidbits of just the most profound and divine personal growth and spiritual journey, but you're getting it in story form, which feels so fun to read, exciting. You're navigating the story along with learning so much juicy goodness. So pick up The Alchemist. It is so good. Next is The Surrender Experiment. The Surrender Experiment, you guys, I just read it in Montana just like 3-4 months ago. I could not put it down. It's similar to The Alchemist. It's a memoir of this man, his name is Michael Singer, and he writes a book about a memoir of his life. And his life became the surrender experiment. So he talks about how he surrendered to the universe, to what was coming towards him, and it's the unfolding of his life and all of the events. And he's still alive, lives an incredible, and his story is incredible. The whole experience that he has to offer through his book is so fun to read, and I literally couldn't put it down. And it really puts into perspective the idea of surrendering and being available and a vehicle to what divine is flowing towards and through you in your life, and being able to follow that intuition and being able to give yourself fully to what it is that's coming into your experience and how that can unfold in your life. So I highly, highly recommend The Surrender Experiment. It is by Michael Singer, and it favorite, so good. Book number 5, Rise Sister Rise. For a long time I was like, this is like my Bible. I love this book. I've read it probably 2 or 3 times. It's by Rebecca Campbell. She also is the author of Light is the New Black, which is amazing, but I personally prefer Rise Sister Rise. She is an incredible writer. If you're a woman and you're on your journey right now, you're stepping into a greater space of becoming and you're looking for the inspiration and the support, Rebecca Campbell is an incredible author. She has a way with her words that resonate on such a deep level. It feels like your best friend is talking to you, and she brings just like, she's just a profound human being, a profound teacher. Rise Sister Rise, truly, I loved every single part of that book. If there was a book I've ever read that I was like, if I was an author, I would write a book just like this, it's Rebecca Campbell's Rise Sister Rise. You will appreciate, if you have a friend you're buying a book for, that you're buying a gift for, buy yourself a gift, Rise Sister Rise. 6 is amazing, changed our lives. The second Jake and I changed our financial journey is when we started diving into Bob Proctor. Many of you may be familiar with Bob Proctor, but he is a financial abundance, financial freedom, all centered around kind of the law of attraction, but in creating your own wealth in alignment with your spirituality. And we started reading because of his mention of it, Science of Getting Rich, and that's my number 6 book. The Science of Getting Rich really allows you to dive into the financial abundance and how it aligns with your energy. And we started reading that, Jake and I, a few years ago, and once we started really diving into that experience, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles, which is a super old book, you guys. It's a compilation of, he studied the most profound, the most wealthy people in America during his time, and he interlaced all of those interviews to share the common thread between each of those people. He took what it is they implemented and how it is they implemented in their thoughts and into their lives, and broke it down into book, The Science of Getting Rich, to share with other people the process and the mental focus and the mental capacity on every level to create wealth in their life. So that's why The Science of Getting Rich, A+, if you're looking to expand and understand on a deeper level your financial journey, The Science of Getting Rich is A+. In alignment with that, the next book, You Are a Badass at Making Money. So funny. Jen Sincero, I don't know if you guys have read it, but You Are a Badass at Making Money. We listened to it in audio form. Her voice is such a fun audio to listen to. We listened to it like maybe 3 times. We drove up the coast of California to Oregon about last year or 2 years ago, and we listened to her book multiple times, and it is so entertaining. She is hilarious, funny, and has she based her book off of Science of Getting Rich, has such valuable information when it comes to creating financial wealth. And honestly, creating financial wealth is such an important topic to read about. Spirituality, personal growth, development on a personal internal plane, yes, but aligning with that with money and really studying money is going to empower you in every way to not only alter what's happening on an internal level, but be able to have the wealth in your life to support your life in every single way. So I highly recommend diving into, Think and Grow Rich, Science of Getting Rich, and Jen Sincero's You're a Badass at Making Money. Hers is a little funny twist, really light-hearted and good, and just incredible content. Okay, next, The Power of I Am. The Power of I Am is written by one of my personal favorites, Joel Osteen. He's amazing. The Power of I Am is solely based off of what follows the statement I am is what becomes the prominent and the main source of wisdom in your life. And it's talking and diving into the power of the I am statement and using it in a way that just increases and enhances your vibration and what it is you're manifesting in your life. He's one of my favorites. He's an amazing preacher that does incredible work, tells incredible stories, super entertaining, has a really sweet little southern accent. I listen to that in audio form as well, highly recommend. Joel Osteen, The Power of I Am, if you're looking for soulful, really wise, empowering content that's really going to uplift your energy in every way. This wouldn't be a list of 10 unless I put a book by Wayne Dyer in there. You guys, I've read probably 8. He has so many books, but I've at least read 8 or 9 Wayne Dyer books. One of my favorites is Wishes Fulfilled. Wishes Fulfilled is about acting as if your dream is already fulfilled, living from that state of awareness and that state of consciousness to create what it is that you see around you. Wishes Fulfilled is an incredible book. Wayne Dyer is an incredible man. I love him. And he has a way of writing that becomes so easy to understand and comprehend. That's what he's mostly known for, is bringing all of these different maybe flighty or heady things and bringing them into a language that most everyone can understand, that feels empowering to every single person who picks up his books. Last but not least, Joe Dispenza, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. He is an incredible, incredible human being that's dedicated his entire life to studying the brain, studying the power of programs, subconscious beliefs, subconscious conditions, and teaching you how you can reprogram your subconscious mind so you can create more alignment with what it is you want and what it is you desire. Oftentimes when we have habits, they become a perpetuating cycle in our system. We don't know how to break them, we don't know how to work on them, and he dives into that conversation, and it is an incredible book. Most of what I know about subconscious programs and the process that happens in your brain, the different triggers that happen, how you can actually go about reprogramming them, are learned from that book. Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, the best Joe Dispenza book ever. He's an incredible man, has an incredible message, and has literally dedicated his entire life to studying this. So highly recommend that as well. Okay, this turned into a little bit of a longer video than expected, but I gave you, I think, 10 or actually 11 books. These are my top favorite books in the whole entire world. I've read each of them more than once, and they're just an amazing impact on the life I live every single day. They've really shaped me and the way I view the world, and in such an abundant way. From before reading these books to after reading these books, my life has completely changed. I'm much more in alignment, and not only am I more in alignment, but I understand how to create that alignment every single day. And that's why reading can be so, so powerful. Inside and outside of learning in a classroom, if you can go home and you can really have that desire to bring more awareness into your life is going to change. And if you're looking for those recommendations, any one of those ones that I shared with you, 1 through 11, highly recommend, and I know you'll enjoy them. Let me know if you do end up reading any of them. If you already have read any of them, comment below, and I hope you have an amazing day. I hope that this little book club is something that you just love and adore just as much as I do. Thanks so much for watching my video. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, press that bell notification to be notified every single time I post a video. My name is Ashley Ducey with ashleyducey.com, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.